The last two,
Yeah.
irregular bone. You got any irregular bones you want to show me?
Huh?
Vertebrae are a great example of irregular bone.
What?
The last one is tricky. Sesamoid bone. Sesamoid bones are, you can look up the definition. Phalanges are sesamoid because of the way they are built into the tissue. Patella is sesamoid. Why are they called sesamoid? By definition, a sesamoid bone is encased in ligament tendon tissue. So the patella is totally encased in tissue, okay, except for its articulation with the femur. So that's a sesamoid bone.
Long bone, right?
The metacarpals are long bones.
You said irregular bone? Well,
Vertebrae are your best irregular bones.
flat bone.
Skull bones are great flat bones.
Can you point to that, Lizzie? I need a
Flat
hand.
bones?
There you go.
You could say the coxal bones have areas that are flat.
Okay. Long bone, femur.
Femur's a great example. Bye.
Short bone, digital.
Sesamoid. Short bones, better examples are tarsals and carpals. Those are carpals.
And down there.
Sesamoid bones, patella is a great example. Patella or phalanges.
What kind of bone is?
Coxal bone?
Yeah.
To me, the coxal bone is, and if we were to split it and look at its organization, I think it would look like a flat bone. Although there are some areas where it looks a little irregular.
Right.
Yeah. Ribs, I believe, are organized as flat bones. They don't have a medullary cavity. They don't have a central opening. Instead, when you get into here, it's all spongy bone on the inside with a thin layer of compact on the outside. That's a bit more like a flat bone.
Okay.
A long bone has a medullary cavity. It has an inner open chamber that has a fatty marrow in it. That's what makes a long bone. So if you were to cut these open, you would see, and maybe these too, but these are called sesamoid because of the way the tissue holds them in place.
Right.
If you cut this open, there's an open cavity in here. Okay, there's a medullary cavity. That's what makes it a long bone. It is also longer than it is wide by definition.
Okay.
That's a long bone.
The atlas
Yeah,
and the axis.
correct.
So,
C1, atlas. C2, axis. Atlas articulates with the skull.
and proximal and distal for the
Okay?
epiphysis.
Yes. Once you begin to know your bones, you know how they articulate. So the humerus, the humeral head articulates close to the body. So this epiphysis is proximal, and this epiphysis is distal. That one is closer to the torso, that one is farther away. And the femur, this epiphysis is closer to the torso, that epiphysis is farther away. That's proximal, that's distal. On the phalanges, we have a proximal phalanx closest to the body, a distal phalanx farthest away, and then a middle phalanx. Okay? That's how proximal and distal can be used in relationship with the skeleton.
Medullary cavity and compact bone.
Okay,
versus
so
cancellous bone.
let me get a split femur for that.